But we look back at Rohit Sharma's team's review, and we start with Rohit Sharma at the top, because what we see a consistent opening stand, and I'm quite surprised to see that, because you come to just think of Mumbai season and you think Rohit Sharma's, they've won it without Rohit Sharma having that one sensational innings. He's won a couple of Man of the Match awards, but 15 innings, 565 runs puts them second only to the brilliance of Johnny Bairstow and David Warner. I'm not sure if you're looking at that and you're saying that that was one of the reasons for our success, but how important was this new combination of Quinton de Kock, who was traded from Bangalore, along with Rohit Sharma?
I mean, if you ask both of them, I'm sure they would have wanted to do a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're such a formidable team. The batting, I mean, just goes on and on forever. I think we found that in the final. Pollard at the end there got them just about enough. Enough stands, but not. I don't think, like you said, no standout innings or no big innings where an opener. And generally, most teams will have that because your top three do bulk of the scoring. I know Mumbai's got a bit more firepower at that 4, 5, 6, 7. Plenty of batting there, so that helps. But we almost associate Rohit with winning at least 2 or 3 games on his own, which hasn't been the case this year. Got a good 50 against Chennai in that first playoff, which was an important one. But apart from that, nothing stands out. But there are enough runs there, so obviously they've been doing their job quietly. Maybe not as doesn't stand out because of the other performances in the team.
Yeah, the 50 against Chennai was in the group stage, in the league stage, and got a decent 50 against KKR. So that's 2 of Rohit Sharma's half centuries this innings. But especially that sort of innings, Deep, after he announced himself as opener for the entire, you'd expect to have a bigger season from Rohit Sharma.
You do, but you can have one of these average seasons like Rohit had.
It's not a bad one, but you're saying average.
Yeah, average. It wasn't a bad season, average season, but yeah, you expect more from him. Especially the kind of batsman he is and the kind of form that he's been with in white ball cricket for the last couple of years. But end of the day, I mean, they give good starts. If you look at that, on an average, you take 38 for 1 or 39 for 1 as a team in the power play, you take it. So I think from that perspective, I mean, he didn't have a prolific season, but as an opening pair, they still did their job.
Quinton de Kock ends as the season's highest run getter. That's a good trade from Bangalore. Well done to them.
Highest run getter for Mumbai.
For Mumbai,
yeah. I mean, he had a fantastic season, and I think his consistency was the best bit about that opening partnership, that he was a run scorer in almost every game. It felt like de Kock was always there at the start to get them off to a good start, and that coupled with his wicket keeping made him one of Mumbai's most valuable players, and I know there was a lot to choose from.
So you've got to wonder why RCB would strengthen some other team. I mean that's become a key player for Mumbai. So
it wasn't a trade either, was it?
Was a trade.
No, it was a trade.
But it wasn't a two-way trade.
Exactly.
Sold
Bangalore had a good enough team; they didn't need anybody. Right.
No, the issue with RCB, I believe, was too many openers, isn't it? There were like 5, 6 openers last year for RCB,
and this year they didn't have anyone. So.
Yeah.
They don't have too many wicket-keepers.
No, I will work for Mumbai.
Let's talk about Mumbai.
Hardik Pandya's finishing cameos. Let's go straight to that then. And while he may not have had the sort of impact he would have wanted, got a few lusty blows even in the final. But what a season it's been for Hardik Pandya. His best season in IPL cricket with the bat. We'll dig out the numbers for you. The highest batting strike rate in overs 18 and 19. And again, but for the ridiculous freak of nature that Andre Russell is, 263 should end with you winning the gold medal. A decent average too. There's been a different Hardik Pandya that we've seen Deep this season. Try and bat differently, different technique. Just thoughts on what he's done and that's been successful for him this season?
I think he's more stable, I believe. I think he's, if you look at his hitting technique as such, he's more stable now. The good part is he's hitting all kinds of bowlers. It's not only spinners that he's going after. He's consistently hitting the fast bowlers as well. Different lengths. It's not just obviously setting himself up for the Yorker length, but then even the shorter ones or the good length ones as well, he's hitting them. I mean, that's great news. I mean, we always knew that he's had that ability before as well, but now I think he's doing it more consistently because obviously his technique has got better, hitting technique has got better.
Yeah, it's probably 4 or 6 points on his own that he would have taken to Mumbai after batting alone when the top order had gone down. It's a big season for Hardik Pandya after some issues that he's had personally off the field. It's a very good season.
It's a brilliant season and all bodes well from heading towards the World Cup. I know he bowled quite a bit and took wickets. He was slightly expensive, but an all-round season that was exceptional. And as you rightly say, it would have been the best season you would have seen, apart from Andre Russell, how well he did this year. So, I mean, he's another one of those standout players and one of the reasons they've made it through this final and done so well. So, look, we always commend Mumbai on their scouting, their selection, but the Pandya brothers are the pinnacle of that, and they've paid off for them ever since they've been in Mumbai colours.
There could have been a temptation to have perhaps use Hardik Pandya more with the sort of hitting abilities that Andre Russell's been, it's maybe not the right word, but he's been whining about batting more at KKR and he got his wish when needed. Have Mumbai used him to their optimum use in your opinion? Can it be translated to India using him any differently?
15 innings, 400 runs, yeah. No, I think it's because they've got enough players at the top. I think KKR's story was a bit different. I think they could have used Andre Russell at times when they kept pushing him down. So shouldn't compare because Mumbai's team is a lot more formidable. I mean, if you look at Surya Kumar Yadav, initially there was Yuvraj Singh and then Ishan Kishan who both have hitting ability. And if that didn't work, he usually did come number 5. So no, they've used him well. It's worked for them. He's had a massive season and a massive impact. 4 to 6 points at least. Almost won that KKR game as well, chasing 230 odd on his own. So, yeah, good signs for India. I mean, if he continues that sort of form.
Okay, review from Lasith Malinga and Jasprit Bumrah. They have to end Mumbai's season because, but for Bumrah and Malinga, this would not have been a successful season when you narrow it down to just the last 3 overs of the IPL final. And we're going to have a look at the numbers firstly. And Malinga and Bumrah, most wickets in over 17 to 20. You got Bumrah going at 7.67 and getting 13 wickets. Class that he is. It's going to be hard to say something we haven't said already in praise of Jasprit Bumrah. But Lasith Malinga with 11 wickets at an economy of 10. Dan, what do you look back as Lasith Malinga? If you're going to plan for Lasith Malinga going forward now, are you going to say that this guy's won us the final by bowling that brilliant last over? Are you going to say there are still issues or areas that we need to look at when Malinga comes down next year when he's going to be 36 years old?
He's definitely coming back. I think he's a special part of the franchise. Even when he wasn't picked up the auction, they used him as a bowling mentor. So I think he's got a blueprint for how he wants to bowl in these situations. And I think, like we've talked about in the past, that it looks like him and Shane Bond have planned exceptionally well. They've tried some different things coming round the wicket. They've been really specific against individual batsmen. And then, as we saw in the last over today, he still has the ability to execute. And no matter what age he is, if you can do that, even if his pace is down a little bit, if he can execute like that, then he has a place in any T20 side and he can do a job.
If he doesn't come back as a player, it will be 3 bowling coaches that Mumbai Indians have. Shane Bond, Zaid Khan and Malinga. Not a bad lineup.
You're bringing him back though? Or you'll have to wait and see what Malinga's bowling like next year?
I mean, I don't know whether he'd be keen to after the World Cup. You never know. Sometimes you just feel you don't want to continue doing this hard job.
Oh, yeah.
So, but the way he's bowled that last over tells you, experience. And if he can manage himself well, he was. I don't think he was fit enough last year when they didn't pick him. And suddenly in a year's time, he's been superb. So who knows? If he continues this sort of form, you'll definitely have him as a player.
Yeah. If he is to end, no better way to end it. This is as high as you can get, lifted by Kieron Pollard, so literally as well 10 feet in the air. But if you look back quickly and compare Mumbai's death bowling to every other team, including Chennai who made the final, I think other than Delhi with Rabada and Morris early on, there's no other team we can say that they solved their death bowling issues. And Mumbai are one team that have clearly been above the others in that aspect.
I mean, come on, even on paper, if you're in the opposition and look at, death overs, 4 overs from Bumrah and Malinga, I mean, that's quite formidable. I mean, just looking at those names there and knowing that they're going to bowl in the death. Leave aside Rabada and Bumrah. I mean, he was as good as anyone else in this tournament. Yeah. Yes, I mean, we keep comparing Malinga to what he was maybe a few years ago, but then even if you just take him out as an individual and not look at his past records, you still say, he's good enough. But again, I mean, he's close to 40. Wait for another 6-7 months and figure out how is he doing. I mean, I'm sure he's going to play, domestic T20 tournaments all over the world.
All right. It's a wrap for Mumbai's review. We'll see what happens next season, but you think Jasprit Bumrah might come back and never be left ever by Mumbai Indians for eternity.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.